Hello everybody, welcome to the Chensor Dynasty with new night mode chat here.
And Jasmine's butt.
Yeah, and Jasmine's butt. Oh my god.
She tried to give me a mustache with her tail.
There you go. Alright, what's going on everybody? We are here for some SNKronize once again to talk about to react to the next character here and talk about that character and kind of at first to discuss who we think it's going to be. We can have some, I mean...
That silhouette. That silhouette is no joke.
I mean, the thing is, would they be willing to throw a silhouette like that and then give us a completely different character?
I mean, honestly...
Because it is April Fool's.
It is April Fool's Day for them. I'm kind of on board for that. Like, them to show that, like, dainty, effeminate silhouette and then just be like, Maxima.
Right, exactly. I think it would be kind of funny to do that.
But, well, I mean, let's go ahead and just bring up the silhouette and let's point out some of the detail on it, because there's a lot of speculation.
Yeah, and I like the recent thing that I just saw with the duck season, rabbit season.
Oh my god,
thing.
it's so good.
Because that's
because those are also the two most popular answers right now.
Right. Okay. So here we go. This is the character right here.
Scorch, like, it's Bow, 100%.
Bow. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see here. Let's do this here. I need to get it under the overlay. There you go. Perfect. Let me turn
so the trailer is at 7 p.m. Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
Because
it used to be 6.
And then we hit daylight savings because we do that for some reason.
Okay, oops.
So, before we get into exactly the details on the silhouette, there's one thing that's worth noting, is that we currently have 2 teams that have started being revealed.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, if this is a character that's not on those teams, this would be the first time, I think, that we're showing 3 teams at once.
Yeah, well...
And that makes it kind of jarring.
Right, and so that's where Ash would fall, right?
Yeah.
So obviously Ash is a character that a lot of people think it might be for obvious reasons.
Yeah, one of the resurrected ones, definitely effeminate enough. The sleeves and the shoulder fit. Like, it's a very reasonable assumption.
Right.
And Ash has a couple of pictures that look very similar to this.
Right. The only thing for me... actually, let me do this really quick. Tools, large. Make sure the picture is kind of large. There we go. So let me open this.
Is the poomph in the back.
Right. Oh, shout outs to Metacon. Thank you for
When's Rugal though?
Subscription. But if I do this over here and I turn this on here like this, and I turn this off, this is Ash over here, right? So obviously
that Jan Brady hair.
The sleeves are one of the things, right? Mm-hmm. Big sleeves, and then of course the little tuft of hair in the back over here. But the problem is this. That's the part that bothers me, and I just don't think the hair is high enough, no matter the view that you have here, that it would, unless she's literally looking up.
Yeah, I mean,
he's looking up.
If he's like looking up a little bit, or if he gets a moderate redesign to his hair.
Right.
Because that's all it would take.
A change of hairstyle is the only way that would make sense for Ash. But that's why I don't, because like, also if you notice here, obviously this tuft of hair in the front is very long.
Yeah, but I mean, those bangs and the little tufts and everything, like, it totally fit.
Right, but again, you just don't see it. You know what I mean? I would expect to see it sticking out a little bit more in the front.
Oh, is that true?
What's that?
Kaiser is working on the video so that the thumbnail doesn't instantly spoil the character? That would be nice. Or we actually have to watch the video for a little while instead of just like, oh yeah, this is who the trailer is.
Yeah.
That's something I was talking about even last week. Is like, it's hard to be surprised when you get like your app notification saying, "Hey, Yashiro was revealed now," and you're like, "Oh, okay." Like, I really wanted the CYS trailer to just play bloody for like 4 notes in a black screen before it showed anybody. So, like, you know, at least for like the first hour or two the trailer's out, don't spoil it. Right. Just let us like click it and go, oh.
This is my guess I mean,
and it's a reasonable guess. It really is. But my thing is that the hair on the silhouette looks too long to be King's.
I don't agree with that. I don't think it looks that long. Which one? I mean,
the silhouette. The silhouette's hair is like Mary's full length bob.
I mean, these are the CVS2 pics. They don't
those are significantly higher.
Yeah, they don't match perfectly. They don't match that.
Yeah, and most pictures of King have her hair in a similar fashion. Like none of her hair goes like past like her nose.
Okay, so the sleeves also are a little bit off as well, right?
Yeah, but I mean that with all the fashion updates they've been doing in 15, like that's not even a sell right there, really. So there is one other character I think fits the silhouette rather well, but I also think is really unlikely given team structure.
I'm guessing Whip.
Whip.
Right.
Whip also I think fits the silhouette rather well in terms of design, but not in terms of posing.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Right.
I don't think Whip would ever stand like that.
Right. Okay.
God, that is a really cute picture of Whip. Like, I don't even really care for Whip, and even I'm like, damn, that's adorable. No. And Liz is another character that I don't think her hair fits, like, well enough. I mean, I'd be down if they decided to show Elizabeth right now.
Elizabeth, huh?
I think the point in the back,
the lack of the cowlick, I think,
her
is
little like ahoge,
yeah,
and the point in the back.
Right.
Well, I mean, that's how I feel about Angel too. Angel not having her ahoge anymore really like irks the shit out of me. And like I used to have this whole thing of like, no matter how good the art is, if a fan artist draws Angel and doesn't have the ahoge, I'm not retweeting it.
Right.
Completely forgetting that 14 took it away from her anyway, so I can't even be mad at them anymore.
Someone says Vanessa with sleeves.
After 14's redesign, I don't think there's any way it's Vanessa. Her hair is too wavy. I do think Shermie is a slim chance, actually. Because if you take away her ponytails, like if you're hiding them behind her neck, the problem is that silhouette is not thick enough. Yeah, see, that's like an older Vanessa design.
Right.
But modern Vanessa, her hair's a lot wavier.
Like this one over here?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
That's her concept art for 14.
Right.
Yeah. The pose and the hair do not match Mature or Vice. And yeah, the silhouette's not thick enough for Shermie. That's my only basis on that one.
Right. It's like it's too thin almost.
It's too petite for Shermie.
Right. However, I mean, Shermie would make the most sense because of we just got, the team
and that would line up really well in a lot of ways.
Right. But again, I don't think the hair is poofy enough. I really don't think it's poofy enough.
And to settle the question on this one, I really don't think it's Mary because that coat is the wrong size for any coat Mary's ever worn. And if you want to, and that's if you go that route. Right. But Mary hasn't worn her coat in gameplay since like 2006, and that was Max Impact.
Where's this art from here?
I don't remember.
Oh yeah. Yo, Rock Bogard has become a general. Thank you for the subscription, Sigma Nuts Cat Butts to Rock Howard. So here, look, we look at this. This is Mary here.
Oh yeah, no, the absolute love for just the speculation before the speculation on top of the speculation.
I mean,
oh my god, if it was Botan, that would be sick. But seeing her without her her little muffler mink thing would be kind of weird.
The craziest thing about it is I can't believe they actually found a silhouette that could legitimately be. But you know what? That's the problem with women in fighting games in a weird way, you know?
Okay, well, I mean, I'm not sure I enjoy that phrasing. But the thing is, like, KOF has a wider cast of females than most fighting games. But it's also worth noting that, like, 3 or 4 of them have bob cuts. But, in their defense, what's a more practical way to have a haircut if you're going to be a fighter without tying it down?
Right. Mm-hmm. Dang, Drunken Banana, 47 months in a row, almost 4 years now. Nice.
Yeah,
thank
the
you.
ahoge, yeah, the stupid hair.
What's the stupid hair?
Ahoge, that little cowlick that sticks up on like anime
designs.
Oh,
right, yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why is that called stupid hair?
Because the hair is stupid and annoying, and it often also implies like a certain bit of disheveledness in the character design.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So
yeah, like it's like a polite way of being ditzy or having like a ditzy quality sometimes even.
Right.
Even if it's like a really normal character, then it shows that they have a little more personality than they let on. Like it's super adorable.
I don't think it's Ash. Unless the hair is super different, because the poof in the back is not there. The poof in the back is just not there.
Dude, that's fine. The poof is the worst thing about his whole character design. So if they let him relax his hair a little bit, I'm on board.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Heart has a heart ahoge in Arcana Heart.
Oh yeah. Okay. Got it. I remember that thing. Okay. So I still think that King has a really good chance for this.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, is that I really want Ash back, but I also think that showing King now would be really good, because then you just show Mai in an upcoming week, and then you pretty much have the female fighters team.
Right.
But I would find it surprising that they would use the Art of Fighting music over Diet.
Right. I mean,
in Yuri's trailer.
So, one of the things for me on this silhouette, and I think some other people are saying this, it's the body language that makes me think King.
Yeah, but Ash is fucking fabulous.
Oh, no, yeah. No, but Ash, I would agree only if the bob was in the back, if the big giant bob was in the back.
I'm wondering, though, if that front hand, if she's going to be sniffing a rose.
Right, exactly.
Like, or whoever it is, honestly, because it could be either of them.
So I don't know. For me, I'm leaning towards King right now.
Okay, this is the thing that's coming up a lot in chat. I'm just gonna say it right now. I might shit myself if they redesign Vice and Mature that much again.
Oh, really?
Like that's a really long shot. Because like Vice has like that like almost buzz cut, like super short, and then Mature is like full blown like Marilyn Monroe and tied up and everything, like. That's a huge difference.
I don't like the outfit here. I don't think would match Whip, because there's very clearly no sign of a belt right there high enough, and the shoulders. Oh, I guess the shoulders kind of
pretty close. Like it's passable.
Right.
It's in that passable range.
And if you look at the picture of Whip over here, the one thing that's really interesting is this little, like you see the little like tip over here on the hair. And that could definitely match this here.
But I mean, the same thing is, like, Mary has had that same exact hairstyle as well.
Right.
I mean, if the Art of Fighting team is Yuri, King, Ryo again, I'm on board, because that was the 11 team, right?
Right. Now, who Elizabeth? What's her deal? She might be on Team Shune, right?
No,
it's not Shune. K-Dash.
Nope, Team Ash.
Ash.
It's going to be Ash Elizabeth blank.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So Elizabeth is Ash's like best friend growing up. So when the whole Ash saga was going on, she was actually chasing him down to stop him, because she's like, "You are not this person. What the are you doing?"
And actually, I mean, this one this picture's got. You notice on the neck, there's a little bit of that collar there. This could be Elizabeth, honestly.
I mean, they have to change her hairstyle still, because she didn't have that little, like, poof triangle in the back.
Yeah.
But, I mean, again, like, I'm on board for, Ash and Elizabeth coming back. But I think the odds of them being on separate teams are slim to none. Yeah, no, again, like, it's between King and Ash. That's why the meme was there, Rabbit Season, Duck Season. If it's anyone else, I will be shocked.
Yeah, and...
Vanessa doesn't have sleeves.
Doesn't have sleeves, unless they just decide to just change her outfit. But
again, why?
What was her outfit before?
So that's her old design.
Oh, okay.
In 14, they changed her blouse, and I'm not sure I really like it. Unless they let Vanessa fight in her full suit, which she's only worn in like intros.
And yeah, I mean, absolutely, Emerald. It could. I'm not Emerald. Or Tommy, it could absolutely be a new character, which would be cool, but
I also would like to say that if you're going to be like, who's that Pokemon? Something that's never been seen before. That's kind of a dick move.
But it's April Fool's. It's April Fool's, right?
I mean, I guess that's
it's
fair.
April Fool's. Dual-on. No, I don't think so.
I'm not going to lie. I actually thought of it. I actually thought about Dual-on. But, like, he has way too much poof in the back that you're not hiding his hair.
And Shermie,
his hair is like 8 feet long.
Shermie, the
reveal will be in a half an hour.
Yeah, the front of the hair is too flat. Like, you would need to have more of a poof outwards.
I mean, you could do it with like a little bit of redesign and imagination.
Right. But like, it wouldn't feel like Shermie to me. And then the other thing too is this would only be Shermie if you don't have a ponytail anymore, because they've got that little...
Yeah. Oh, I mean, the ponytails could kind of be hidden behind the collar a little bit, but... Yeah, no, I agree completely that the silhouette's just too petite.
Yeah, it's too slim for Shermie.
Yeah, and again, like, the thing is, one of my points, too, is that you look at the silhouette, it does... Because of, like, the shoulder width, it actually does look more like a thin or effeminate male, more than it looks like a female frame.
Right, yeah. So that's another argument for Ash, right?
But it's also a passive argument for King, because King is you know the like gender reversal character originally.
And then of course Mary, but Mary doesn't have any sleeves, although they.
And if they give her a new coat, I'm gonna be mad.
Really? Why?
Actually, I take it back. Can't be her, because also every coat she's ever worn actually ended at her waist.
Okay.
And that one goes way too far down. Like, there's no seam for where the coat ends.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so, I mean, it sounds like to me that the prevailing theory now is really just...
Ash and King.
Ash and King, right?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else that is basically in the running who it could be.
Right. Now, the...
I think this might be Yamazaki. That's a good one.
My thought process here is, I actually really found out recently that Jasmine likes this a lot.
Oh, no pats?
Yeah, she really likes being pat like this. It's interesting.
Oh my god, if it was Moe, that would be the sickest shit.
Who's Moe?
She's from the GBA games. Like, there were 2 King of Fighters games on Game Boy Advance. And they're obviously, like, non-canon, this, that, and the other. Yeah, just get the top left one where she looks fucking rad.
The picture's really small.
She's basically Street Fighter Sakura in a lot of ways, but that makes her instantly better than Yuri. But yeah, like, if they just said fuck it and brought back Moe, that would be ridiculous.
I mean...
Then again, also, if they made this the April Fool's joke and were like, Moe Haban, and then just cut the trailer and went to whoever's really getting revealed, like, I'm on board.
I mean... Actually, it's just the sleevelessness is the problem again.
Just let her wear a varsity jacket, whatever.
Right. Oh, that's true. She's got a jacket, right? Yeah.
She is so freaking like 90s to early 2000s.
What is even this character? Like, how does she even fight?
Like Sakura from Street Fighter.
Really?
Yeah, like bad Tatsu DPs and crap like that. Like,
doesn't sound very exciting at all.
No, but she's adorable. Also, she was on the GBA.
It's Mephisto.
Cut her some slack.
It's Mephisto.
Oh, lordy.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the hair is not poofy enough, and then plus the other thing that makes me feel like King has a higher chance right now is because we've already gotten Yuri.
Yeah, right? It's not an unreasonable... Dude, honestly, I know so many people where if they show Shingo and then it's not Shingo, they're gonna be so butthurt.
Oh, if it's an April Fool's?
Yeah, April Fool's, it's Shingo. April Fool's, no, it's somebody else. Like, one of my best friends would, like, literally cry. He'd be so upset. Like, he's still holding out hope. Dude's also, like, the best 11 Shingo player I know, and he just makes him seem like a higher tier character.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing too is that little pick at the front, at the back of the head, could be from the front of the head, right? Maybe the character's actually looking this way, and that is the front. Time. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the pose is literally like this.
Oh, really?
That's how I felt it was the whole time.
I thought they might be looking that way. Oh, well, that way. I thought they might be looking that way, and that's like the back of the hair. But if they are looking in this direction over here, that gives more credence to Ash, because then that's the front of the hair.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think that's a bang.
Right. Okay. See, I was thinking that was the back of the hair.
oh no. And that's also why I cannot believe at all that it's Elizabeth, because you don't have the point on the left side of the silhouette.
Mm-hmm. I mean, King kind of has a little bit, no, but it's not that long enough. The bang is not long enough.
Yeah, I mean, because one of the things to really figure out or figure into this is the body language. There are a lot of characters who are not going to stand like this.
Right, exactly. I mean, really, it just comes down to King and Ash. I think this is really what it really comes down to at this point in time. So, Psyche.
Yeah, the
right. That's Shin Ash, right?
Yeah, so this is what basically Ash would look like without the stupid poof in the back of the hair.
Oh, right.
So you just give that a haircut, and you're on board.
Right, and that's Shin Ash right here.
That's true. Psyche does not exist anymore. He got deleted almost as hard as Tetsuo. Yeah, this guy got deleted by a time paradox, and he's still not as far gone as poor K49.
K49 got deleted by copyright, and nothing will be more powerful than that. Yeah, I mean, at this point in time, I feel like it's just gonna be Ash or King.
I mean, again, like, you can't forget that one of the strongest theories defending Ash before the silhouette even came out is that Ash's theme is Joker. Like, that's his theme music. It's called Joker.
Oh.
And so releasing a character with Joker on April Fool's Day is actually fucking brilliant. And so I kind of want that to be fruition, too.
Paulo, then, we've got another 20 minutes.
And then I think it was was it King? I think I saw a great, like, point out that I think it's King's birthday is actually next week.
Right.
And so they'd save her for Art of Fighting or something for her own birthday. Yep. Yeah, it was King. King's birthday is April 8th.
Do you really think she would be on the Art of Fighting team?
It wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah.
And that would honestly free up a lot of really interesting options for other teams, too.
Right. But I mean, Yuri's been on the girl team with King and Mai before.
She's been on Female Fighters and Art of Fighting.
And now here's the other question. When King, Mai, and Yuri were on the team together, was Mai the leader? Or was King the leader?
That depends on who you ask. Literally, they have endings where the two of them are arguing over who's the actual leader of the team.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So in other words, they could save Mai for last.
Yeah, totally.
And have her be kind of the, quote, leader, and King will be mad, probably.
I mean, the thing is, though, is that they seem like they might have slightly thrown that out the window by putting Yashiro first in the Orochi team.
Is he the leader?
He's the reason they entered KOF, because of his grudge against Iori.
Oh, okay.
So the thing that they might be doing is then they make Chris the leader because he still has access to Orochi powers and the other two don't? Who knows?
Yeah, for some reason I
King was honestly the leader because she's the only one with the fucking sense to do anything. But doesn't mean Mai didn't argue it.
Yeah. Not yet, Showbiz. We don't know who the character is yet. We're just speculating. Mai just wants to claim otherwise, but that's just because she's insecure.
Insecure and arrogant.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do we got? We got 15 minutes still.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we can knock a few quick topics out of the way because, like, at this point, we're probably going to just start running around in circles for the next 15 minutes, or
it's just
trying to deconfirm things like, I swear to God, if that's Mary, I'm going to be confused and upset.
Right.
Although I really did enjoy my theory of it being the evil boss Mary from All-Star.
What's that?
Crazy Envy Mary. It was an alternate version of her where she's just, like, pissed off and they, like, made her a raid boss and shit. She actually fits that silhouette. But the odds of that being a costume, there's no way that's Angel. The body language isn't there.
Right.
I really can't think it's Angel. Yeah, some of All-Star's alternate designs are actually really nice.
All these... Oh, man. This is...
I hope they make Mary play more like Mary and less like a crappy Vortex character.
Because that's the other thing, too, is that poof in the back of... I'm looking at more Ash pictures here.
That Brady Bunch hair, though.
The poof in the back is always perfectly round, no matter what. And so the only way you can get this little divot in the top of the hair is if they are looking in a completely different direction or something, you know, or they have a different, or he has a different hairstyle, right? Exactly.
Yeah, I really want him to just let his hair down. Yeah, no, the thing is, honestly, for 14 Mary, for them to just be like, you know what, we can let you do Spinfall as cross-up Oki, like, fucking really? That's not what she needs in her toolkit.
And see, that's the thing, is the hair. For a while, I thought that was the back of the hair, not the front of the hair. I thought the character was looking towards the left, and so I thought that was the back of the hair. So I thought that might be just like a little.
No. Well, I mean, we'll find out in 15 minutes, more likely.
Yeah, King and Ash are definitely the two hot choices here, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Also, Carlito, we actually talked about that last week on predictions on who was going to actually be messed up in the roster.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't think Daimon's going to make the cut this year.
Yeah,
and
well,
mature advice, I have no idea.
I mean, Daimon has a hard chance of getting in there because Benimaru and Kill are on different teams already.
Yeah, so unless we get a Japan sports team, which would be fucking lit, by the way, I don't really see...
Daimon, like Momoko, or...
Daimon Hinako.
Hinako is what it is,
and
yeah.
whoever.
Right.
Yeah, let Mary have escalation mode back. See how well that goes. It went so well in 98 UM.
Oh, man. It's just that, like, if you look at these pictures of Ash over here, too, he always has this little, like, tuft of hair in the back.
Yeah, but I mean, also, like, art in that era tend to exaggerate a lot of things, too. Like, I mean, like, look at, like, even Falcon's art in 03. It was pretty large.
Right. And see, even in this picture, as much as Ash is looking straight at us, you still have that tuft behind the hair. You know what I mean? So I just wish that I could... There is no picture of Ash where he is looking towards the right. Okay, here we go. See that?
Which actually even looks mirrored.
Right, which actually looks mirrored, okay. But, no, it is mirrored. It is mirrored. You can tell by the way that looks.
And the way the bang is hanging over his eye. Because usually it's covering his right eye.
Right. God, there are no pictures of
if you put Daimon on the dad team, that would be cool, but it would also infer that his son would be playable. And that seems weird.
But I was just about to say, are there any people, like, are there 3 characters with babies? Like, they could be team baby, you know, we have babies.
I think he's the only character who, like, objectively, canonically, actually has a child who is, like, a small child right now, other than Kim.
Yeah, see,
and we don't even know how old Kim's sons are right now.
Every picture of Ash, no matter what, always has this tuft of hair in the back. So.
You know what? Actually, that's really not a bad suggestion.
What's that?
If it's Athena with another haircut. Because Athena has changed her hairstyle more than most characters have changed character design at all.
And you can never trust anything on outfit either.
That's not the worst suggestion.
You know, they could just give Athena a bob. And that would be the ultimate silhouette to tease at that point.
Nobody's guessing that.
Has Athena ever had short hair?
Oh, yeah. What, 2000? 99?
Is it this one here?
That one's 99, I believe.
Okay. This is 99 Athena here.
Yeah, and then, what, 2000, 2001, she had that, like, super short, like, Vice haircut.
Oh, 2001?
I think it was 2001. Yep.
Oh. I didn't even know she ever had this haircut.
Well, you probably avoid 2001.
That is such a weird looking hair for her.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that year's.
Yeah, and again, you know...
Also, friendly reminder, that was one of the years that SNK didn't make the game.
Oh, really? Oh,
that one's in the Eolith era. Because 2001's also known as one of the most broken games in the entire franchise. That's the game that lets you have a ratio system and 3 assists.
Oh, okay,
nonsense. I think it has, like, the most crashes in any single KOF.
Oh, no.
Like, that game is busted.
And
it's
again,
super funny.
because of the way Athena looks...
Yo, I am on board for Mei Li, but I don't think it's Mei Li. If nothing else, also, you'd probably be able to see Mei Li's shades above her head.
Yeah, the one thing is, like, Athena has a different outfit all the time, so it really doesn't matter. You can't judge anything by the...
Yeah, but the one thing I will say is that they're probably just going to go ahead and keep her with long hair because that's still more iconic, and it works well for her.
What if it's shit? Yeah, we're just trying to go all over the place now for...
Yeah, and not to mention 11 also had infinites that only work on Angel. Because Angel's, like, whole design was so jank that, like, even her hitboxes didn't work normally.
That's who it is. It's Kenso.
I mean, it's not impossible.
Right. Oh, yeah, even Kenso has artwork with the Ahoge, yeah.
I'm not sure that's official art, though.
That's my guess now. That's Kenso.
That's your hope.
Yeah, that's not a thin waist. He's just turned sideways like this. He's like, you know, like that. Who's Che Lim?
EX Kim Cap-Wan from Max Impact.
Oh, okay. The girl Kim Cap-Wan,
yeah,
basically. This character.
Ma Lin would still have her hair tied down. I can't imagine they'd take away her bandana. Yeah, and Shaylin doesn't even fit, like, the silhouette, really. Shin Kensol, yeah.
Man.
I mean, I would love to see Ma Lin come back. I do not think this is where she's going to return.
Who the heck is Ma Lin?
She is only in 03 and 11. That's one word, by the way.
Oh, is that her anyway?
Her.
Okay.
That's her. She's one of those characters that you age her up a few years and she hits waifu potential, but as it is right now, she's just on that creepy borderline. But I love her design. She's just super, like, 2000 Adidas, like, hip-hop kind of thing.
Well, now, what's her deal? Like, what is it about her? Like, what's her fighting style?
Weapons and tools. Like, so she's kind of like a trap Oki character, but has more different weapons and stuff, like, all sorts of crazy shit. Oh, yeah, she hates, like, half the cast. But, yeah, she hates the Art of Fighting team, mostly Yuri. And she's just kind of, like, let's face it, she's kind of a bitch.
This Mei Lin?
Oh, yeah, Ma Lin's kind of a bitch.
Okay.
But she's hilarious. But I think her moveset's really interesting. Like, she actually pulls a giant Pico hammer out of Hammer's face. She has, like, a yo-yo that she'll throw out and it stays on the screen as a trap.
Man, we're going all over the place
like,
here now.
She has, like, Wolverine's drill claw. Like, all sorts of stupid shit. She actually was Choi's replacement, basically.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I really like her.
Yeah, like I said, the only way that this could be Ash is if his hair is let down. Mm-hmm. That's the only way that this could be Ash.
Or they're fucking with us.
Right.
One way
or they're fucking with us. But the other thing, too, is that the outfit here is very Ash. The pose is very Ash. But King, it could also be because, you know, there's obviously a collar here. I think it just comes down to one of these two characters.
Nice.
I mean, it could be Shermie, but way too thin to be Shermie.
Shoutouts to DHL for them giving me updates on when they're going to deliver me my package from Japan.
Oh, nice. Cool. More packages from Japan.
Oh, yeah. And this is actually the big one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
buddy.
She can attack that. She can attack
Yeah.
that.
So that's going to be, I think, probably part of next week's show, is talking about that delivery.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it could be either of them, unless there's a really big curveball out of this.
All right. My official guess now is Kenso. That's my official guess.
You know, and if we're just gonna guess based on who we hope it is, well, fuck it. This is Guy Tendo. Obviously.
I mean, at least Kenso has more of a potential than Guy Tendo, right? So.
I mean, if they surprise me and let me have Mary this early, that would be neat. But.
Right. But again, Mary's never had that design.
Yeah, Cobra's on it. He's like, yeah, clearly. So we've got 8 minutes left. I want to take this opportunity real quick to knock something out.
Okay.
So last week we were talking about the characters in the roster and who's probably getting cut for 14.
Right.
And I made a comment about Alice and about her not making waves in tournament.
Alice, right. Yeah, okay.
So shortly thereafter, Twitter kindly corrected me and told me, no, that character is fucking stupid. Apparently, it was just basically only at launch she didn't work out, but
Okay.
apparently got updated over time, and now she's a huge fucking problem.
Okay.
So I apologize. I was definitely misinformed on that one, and yeah, I still hate her. I don't care, but again, like I feel bad because I was like the one person on the planet who wanted her to be added to a KOF because I saw her in the patch slot games. I was like, yo, let's give her a shot, and I couldn't fucking stand her. So, you know, but, you know, I was wrong. Apparently she's fucking stupid.
But I mean, through the patches, basically. Right?
Some of the patches gave her a little bit of updates, made her more consistent, or, like, her DP has a follow-up where she falls on you, which makes her better than Shingo. And it's like, even if you bait the DP, you're still wrong. Like, stuff like that.
Okay. So they overbuffed her, basically, yeah. She's the best character in 14 now.
I think that's debatable, but she's still dumb. But, yeah, exactly. I think she's super boring. She doesn't, like, the only thing she likes, the only thing I like about her is that she can't rising tackle, so she turned it into a dive kick. And it's like diving tackle. I was like, that's cool.
I mean, if they had costumes in Street Fighter V, that is absolutely where this game will go. I have no question about that because that is a sustainability model for fighting games right now. Selling costumes is clearly something that works. Otherwise, Capcom wouldn't keep making costumes now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the attach rate for all the costumes, even in 14, was something like 80%. Like, if you play KOF, you bought, like, almost all the costumes.
Yeah, so you definitely have to get the costumes, I think, in this game. And especially with it seems like they're doing such a good job with creating good fashion and stuff. I think it's important.
I mean, and the thing is, like, you know, there's a lot of features I'd like to see. You know, even just updating the colors, that would be kind of cool. Yeah, they only did make 10 costumes, in all fairness. But one of them was fucking Nightmare Geese, and that was awesome.
Yeah, but I mean, look, Tekken doesn't sell costumes because it was open to do whatever the hell you wanted.
Creator.
You could do whatever the hell you wanted, right? So
yeah, I would love to see DLC costumes and stuff because, like, especially if they can take the time and really do as many as they want. Yeah, like. Exactly. I would be all for Mark of the Wolves, Wild Wolf Terry.
Right, exactly. And I just think that's, like I said, that's a business model you can't ignore unless you have no choice, like Dragon Ball, like
what Arc does.
Guilty Gear, right? Because that's tough. So the best that they can do is give you alternate weapons in Grand Blue.
Can I help you? And yeah, I agree that they should definitely have EX characters in this game, because that also can reduce some of the development time if you're just putting the new movement on an existing character model. So, like, if we don't get, like, Orochi Yashiro out of this deal, I'm gonna be kind of bummed.
Or like as a costume, basically.
No, I mean, I want to command grab people with Yashiro. I don't want to punch them. I want to throw them.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I don't like vanilla Yashiro, like playing him, but I fucking love playing Orochi Yashiro.
Okay. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna sit here and stare.
So yeah. So sometime in the next few weeks, I'm going to have a little bit of fun and just kind of gush about a particular era of SNK, because that Monday delivery is going to be definitely implied into that.
Okay. I mean, there's a lot of things that they could do for a lot of these characters at this point that we're not aware of, so...
It is not 98. Believe it or not.
Everyone think 98 is like the ST of KOF at this point, right? So,
yeah.
Like, and then 2002, what's like the third strike of KOF or something like that?
I'm not even sure it's that beloved, but
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
like 2002 has its defenders, but basically most of the people who defend 02 have some reason to not want to play 98, or they're just really good at 02, so they like winning.
Okay.
Like, even, like, there are hardly anybody out there who's going to be like, oh yeah, vanilla 02 is better than 02 UM. Like, oh, you really like losing to, like, Billy and Athena that badly? Or Angel Infinites or Melee block strings?
Right.
Alright, have fun.
Oh, man. Alright. Who's that Pokemon? Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, we're still gonna have them. Yeah, I mean, But the thing is that for them to like really enjoy vanilla O2, you know, in Mexico more than anywhere else, etc., it's also probably because they still just have it everywhere. It's always going to be available, and O2 UM has kind of restrictions. Like, not everyone can just always play it at any given time. But O2 Vanilla, I mean, shit, that shit's 20 years old now, damn near. You just have it laying around.
I'm just watching this little mini Yashiro.
Oh man, or we could play O2 Plus. Fuck that. I'll play SVC Chaos Plus. Let's go.
SVC Chaos Plus. Is
Dude, the ROM hack cartridges.
Oh, is there a ROM hack? Did someone tweak it or something?
There's a bunch of like Neo Geo MVS ROM hacks. They're fucking. Some of them are fucking hilarious, and some of them are just like, hey, all the Sega characters, you don't have to put in a code. And that's nice.
Okay. So some of them are like probably overbuffed my favorite characters,
or the game's just super broken and who gives shit. Like
yeah.
O2 Plus, and then like there's like an 04. I think there's a KOF 2004 ROM out there that's just broken bullshit. And then like SVC Chaos Plus is mostly just, you know, that game has like 10 secret characters, and it's like, you know what, we're just gonna put them on the character
right,
screen. Like, it's the better ROM to have if you're gonna emulate
yeah.
the game. Yeah. And it's really nice if you just want to screw around with Genets and then put the game back down, or not have to put in Zero's code so you can cheat for a while. You know, shit like that. Oh, it's here, apparently. Is that so? Yes, it is. Which means it takes a moment for the page.
Right.
Hey! I thought we were supposed to get a surprise out of it. Oh, nope, no surprise. Yep. You were right.
What do you mean?
You were right.
I can't.
It just won't load on the freaking browser.
Come on.
That's nice, though. I'm fine with this. I'm 100% on board.
Come on. Alright, I'm gonna go to videos, uploads, all videos. Come on, website. You can do it. You can do it. There it is. Okay. Alright.
Yep.
Okay.
Hi, you were wrong. It's not Kenso.
Darn it. Okay, let me move Kyo out of the way over here just so we can see it
I don't
again.
need so many cats in the way. Hi.
Yeah, I know.
Hello.
The cats are all in the way. So I'm going to have this loud so people aren't going to be able to hear us, but we can react a little bit more.
I'm sure there's probably going to be one point where I'm going to get loud enough anyway.
Right. Okay, you ready? You ready for this? All right, let's do this. This is King.
Yo, this stage, though?
Oh, there she is.
Okay, it's still hot.
What's her story with Joe? Woo! They gave her that Chun-Li kick that they took away from Chun-Li. Well, you were right about one thing. It's definitely her looking. The character's looking in that direction, but they actually gave her a little tuft on the hair there.
So she does look a little more masculine than some of her other iterations. Like, she's not as like drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah, it didn't seem like they showed her level 3.
But oh man, she looks brutal.
What is the stage? This is a new stage.
It's a new stage. And I love, yeah, exactly. It's kind of Five Nights at Freddy's-ish.
Yeah, I know. What is the story with this scary...
Yeah, and so that's one of the things. You see me jump, she might have gotten her air fireballs back.
Oh, okay.
Because one of her command normals leaves her in an airborne state, and she canceled it into the fireball.
Gotcha.
So that's going to be one of the big ones to look for.
Right. Dang, they gave her ass this time.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Ah, it's technically an Art of Fighting 2 stage. Just, like, completely redone.
Okay.
That's nice. The thing is, though, it's the same actor. So I'm really surprised that she changed her tones that much.
Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah.
That pose right there. Yeah, it was just...
I actually really like how she looks there.
It was just a notch. The notch at the top of the hair was the big thing for me, so...
Yeah.
But there you go. Look at this.
But yeah, and then, so again, though, it goes back to the other thing of they're not showing 3 teams at once.
Yeah. I mean, theoretically, if they just now put Mai as the last character of the women's team, right?
I mean, unless they're going to say fuck it and do a female Art of Fighting team.
Yeah. But I like the way they presented her this way, you know, because she always was supposed to be more masculine because she's trying to hide her, you know.
Yeah, I mean, because back in the 90s, she just looked like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, my God. That's good that she doesn't look like Leonardo DiCaprio.
I mean, if she looks like 90s Leo, that's fine.
Okay. Now, she was obviously in
Jasmine,
14, right?
Jasmine,
you're in the way.
Oh! Also, that booty.
Oops. Yeah, that I did not mean to stop on that screen right there.
You did good. Happy accidents.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what, is this a new move?
Nope.
I've never seen her have something like this before.
Oh, she definitely does.
Okay, I've never seen this move before.
Forward B.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, she definitely has had that in, I think, most of her iterations, in fact.
That's the slide that she's always had right there.
Which is 3D, I believe.
Right.
Jump CD.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay.
It's a good throw.
Like, because how does she look compared to 14 right now? I mean, are most of the animations?
So animation-wise, she looks a little better.
Yeah.
But kit-wise, she looks exponentially better.
Okay. Yeah, there's no way that this character can actually pretend to be a dude anymore. I'm sorry. This just...
You'd be surprised what you can do with strapping down bandages, all right? Like, ace bandages can go a long way.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to redesign her.
Right.
Like, this is King. Like, her look, her fundamental look is iconic.
Right.
Even if you make tweaks to it, it still has to look like King.
Ugh.
Yeah, so...
Venom Strike!
That fireball looks pretty decent.
Right. And then this is the
trap
standard
shot.
Trap shoot. Yeah. There's only 3 kicks.
Yeah, they kept it a little shorter, and I kind of like that.
And that's a surprise rose. No, surprise rose is the upper. Oh, I did it again.
Tornado kick or something.
Tornado kick, yeah. I just paused on the ass, dude. That wasn't intentional.
Yeah, also, I'm here for this. If the two of them are actually going to get in an argument, because Joe is a huge asshole to her about winning Muay Thai championships. So I'm here for it.
That's a good shot. That's a good shot.
Her neck looks a little disjointed.
I do like the fact that she looks so much more serious in this. You know what I mean? Like she looks a little more like kind of angrier, I guess. Instant overhead.
Yeah, that looks like
they showed
a short hop instant
They showed
overhead.
an instant overhead, dude.
Let's see, like...
Look at that!
Yeah.
That is 100% an EX fireball that they just
It might
showed.
be short hop only.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, like, let us know that that's there. Okay, so now we got EX Fireball, which is her double.
Right,
okay.
Of course, which is... she's been able to do that just...
Before EX's existed,
right,
it was just another move.
Right.
Yeah.
Flames, here we go.
Yep, so there.
Into the forward B.
And that's an air fireball.
That is an air fireball,
Yep.
yeah. She's canceling towards B.
Which is also nice because comboing into the forward B and getting moves out of it is really nice because that's like the only airborne move she's ever had. Is the air fireball.
Okay.
Like, she gets dick for air moves. So now having that as an option is, yeah. No, I agree. Like, there's a chance she's going to start this game really high tier.
Missed that one again. Where did I...
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, here it is.
That's
that's definitely an air fireball without question.
Yeah, that's huge.
Boom. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, like her other foot is not on the ground.
Right. I just want to see what she looks like when she...
What are you doing, you butt?
She's attacking the bottom of the chair again. She's just trying to get attention. She's mad right now. Yeah, because if you look at the way
she's throwing the fireballs differently.
Right.
Yeah. So that's her regular grounded EX fireball.
Right. She does this, and then she kicks like this. Oh, I never noticed she kicked in 2 different directions when she did that. I always thought she spun in the same direction.
I think it varies from game to game.
Oh, does it? Okay.
I can't swear to that. Yeah, no, like, she's already made people mad by the fact that having air fireball is going to lead to more zoning again.
Yeah, that's definitely a different...
But the question is it EX only, or is it only on EX that has enough startup to combo?
Right. The craziest thing, too, is that she does this and it hits. Look how fast she recovers.
Yep, landing. So she can chase that with a top
Yeah,
tier,
and
probably.
I was about to think of maybe she could run up and juggle you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
she
like
could
just chase it with a hurricane or
right.
something like that.
Uh-huh.
Or, yeah, then so it's like some of these tornado combos. Like, I
what
really
are those
like
buttons? That seems like a lot of because normally there's usually. Does she just have a built-in target combo, chain combo?
Well, go back to it because I'm also like kind of looking at chat.
All right.
I'm honestly, yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't know what that is.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah, but that air fireball, like, it looks like it's gonna be fun, but
that's the ground one right there because you can see the startup looks different.
yeah, actually, go back
here.
to the new move again, real quick.
Hang on a second. I just want to see. Yeah, see, clearly different animation than the air one. So she has like it looks like a jab into like a little hook into a kick.
Unless this is King of Fighters 14's AAAA.
Oh, do you think this might be the first time they showed AAAA?
Yeah, they might have 14's auto combos back. And yeah, actually, that's a good call. She's glowing blue right there.
Is she?
You can see.
Oh yeah,
bit of
you're
trim.
right. You're right. So this could be anything then. This could also just be max whatever, some sort of max mode chain combo, custom combo system.
Yeah, I mean the the auto combos weren't that big a deal. All it is don't mash A when you're standing.
Right.
Like they're lame, whatever.
Did they work when you were whiffing before?
You could just spam A, and then if somebody like walked into it, then you started doing it. I think I don't remember, but yeah, like that looks like what it is. I'm gonna actually, I'm just gonna boot up 14 today and see if the animation's similar.
Oh, okay, to her auto combo, right? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would be totally down to have the option to turn it off, but
right, and then run up,
okay,
and then
so it looks like wall splats work exactly the way they do in 14.
Now there's the slide into EX tornado kick.
Thank you, Cobra.
That gets the that gets an extra kick on the tornado kick.
Oh yeah, so EX tornado, which will then ground bounce.
Boof, ground bounce, and then she did a regular one.
Yeah, so
and then she was like, you know what? I'm just gonna add this.
I believe that is all new.
Yeah,
because I don't think you can get that much. Because like the regular tornado being that quick to recover and catch the trap shot is awesome.
Blap. Bounce.
Okay, so according to Emerald, it is actually the same animation as her old auto combo.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
I mean, I guess Cobra's still checking. We'll get an on-site verification as well, but yeah.
This is canceled into a level 2 here, right? Because that was the red circle there. Boof. Boof. Boof.
King is originally from Art of Fighting.
Yeah. Go. And
I mean, that's the best part of these trailers, is dissecting the shit out.
Oh yeah, of course. And I love that they gave her that Chun-Li kick now.
You should play more 14.
Does she have it in there too?
Yeah, she has moves that look like that.
Oh, okay, got it. I kind of like the way she looks in this game, to be honest with you. I think she looks kind of cool.
Huh. Well, other than, like, any sort of team speculation, she looks pretty rad. Like, she looks like... Honestly, you know what she looks like? She's got, like, all of her strengths and none of her weaknesses from any previous iteration.
Because what I want to see...
Like, not maybe to the level of, like, 13 zoning, but she looks really good.
Right. So this was her
That's
king...
14.
Right, this is the 14 model, right? So...
Yeah, her eyes are a little... eh.
Yeah, I actually kind of enjoy the fact that they made her look more rugged in 15.
Rugged? That's the word you're gonna choose?
Yeah, I am actually. She looks more rough and tumble. You know what I mean?
Like sturdy.
Yeah, like she's actually gonna kick your ass. You know what I mean? And kind of be a jerk about it. You know. Okay. What did I have? I have this set to 4K. Dang nice. Okay, sure.
Yeah, she's never really bad.
Except for CVS 2.
Yeah, but that's a Capcom game.
I don't remember. No, that one always makes me laugh because King was Vasan's favorite character in CVS 1 and CVS 2. I always remember one of the things he said on like the SRK forums or someone was CVS 2 King makes me drink. Sure. And I've never forgotten that quote for some reason, that quote. Here, I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit here just so people can hear us talking.
I'm surprised I haven't already heard Kitty screaming from here. She loves King.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely like taking a much like darker tone of voice too. No smiles with this character. She's a lot more gruff.
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor? Go back.
Oops. That's doing the on that thing again. How far back?
Just pause it when they go to the other side of the left side of the map. There. Yep. That is some really awkward choices of lit up signs on the neon. Go back a few frames. There you go. Look at the letters that are highlighted.
Porn?
Porn!
Oh, man. That is kind of funny.
I think somebody is having fun. Which, I mean, in all fairness, I might have just spoiled that fun, but that's really fucking funny.
You're wrong. They're trying to highlight the letters PCO.
Yeah.
They're trying to highlight PCO is what they're doing, so... Porn. They'll probably change it just like what they did with Super Mario Galaxy, I think it was. What was it on the title that... I think the letters that had stars on them were "You are gay." I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah, it was like the original Galaxy. I think.
Yeah. You are Mr. Gay.
You are Mr. Gay.
That's what it was.
God, I forgot about that one.
That was definitely an accident, dude.
That's gonna be nice to have. I'm definitely gonna have to do another speed run stage because this stage has updated like, almost every time.
Yeah, I know, right?
But it's definitely obviously much closer to final because like the trophy positions haven't changed in the background for a while.
That combo's hot right there. The little double tornado kick one.
Your King is so sick of Joe's shit.
It's nice that they knew to canonically make her beat up on Joe, you know. This combo's sick.
So good.
I can't believe they let that catch. Because before, when she caught you with trap shoot, didn't she used to do like the Robert thing where she go bow? Yeah.
So I like the fact that it's faster. And then confirming that it's safely super canceled right there is kind of nice. So yeah, she's gonna have probably some really good low meter damage. Like 2-bar combos are gonna be gross.
No, I can't stop laughing about "You are Mr. Gay." Yeah, so like I said,
so there's like, well, I mean, not only like no level 3, but like how many supers for her did they actually even show anyway? Like all total, how many supers did she do?
Only one. Only that one at the end, right?
I think so.
Yeah, they didn't show.
It's only a minute long, so let's go ahead and run it again.
They didn't show any of the other supers. I'm pretty sure they didn't. God, I'm never gonna not see that now. Oh man. King. Porn.
Porn.
Great. Now this video is gonna get demonetized because it shows porn.
Dude, it's still not the worst I've heard. Someone actually had one of their KOF videos pulled and demonetized because it was called mature.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that before. I've heard.
Okay,
about
yeah.
that.
So she's got Stompy Stomp.
Was that the super though?
That's a super.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Of course. Okay.
Yeah. So that one's Surprise Rose, and then there's Illusion Dance.
That clip bothers me because every time it transitions into there, I think it's her arm
Where
waving
are
in
the
the
Ashley
background.
Evers now? Question mark.
But it's the background
UCTV
character
Kappa.
here. This arm, so like I always think she looks like but it's not her arm. This color's so cool.
And then Viking gets super cancel the last hit on top of it.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
it's gonna get spicy.
Yeah, I wonder how much scaling there'll be on that.
I mean, 14 had pretty much the consistent scaling of just like every move is another 10% kind of thing. So that's honestly probably good.
The Street Fighter style kind of
Yeah,
canceling.
the modern scaling,
Yeah.
basically.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, cool. Cone just brought up her Art of Fighting 2 stage for comparison.
Oh dang, okay. Oh yeah.
Wow, that's a dramatic difference, though.
But that's interesting that
That's definitely it. Like, it's definitely referential. Which, you know what else this means, though? This game's probably going to have a fuck ton of stages.
Dude, what if they actually had a stage for every character, dude?
Oh, I wouldn't bet on that, but like 1 to 2 stages per team is even, like, that's pretty lofty, and that's kind of what it's starting to look like.
That'd be sick, though. I mean, I'll tell you right now, one of the things that has always been... You know how people always lament the loss of special intros and stuff like that? I've always lamented the loss of every character having their own stage. Even to the point in Street Fighter 4, I assigned everybody a stage, just to try to make it official.
Good job, Cone.
What happened?
He brought up the stage just because he wanted to look for porn. But there's no popcorn in this stage.
Yeah, I know, right?
Popcorn spaghetti too spicy.
Yeah, there's no porn in here.
Too spicy.
What was it? I still have that clip up, I think, somewhere.
I mean, and technically, isn't this still Southtown? That's the Dream Amusement Park still, right?
Oh yeah, here it is. Attractive, stylish spaghetti, too spicy.
Attractive, stylish spaghetti.
Too spicy.
Too spicy.
Attractive, stylish spaghetti. It's like I was like, attractive, stylish spaghetti. Too spicy.
But yeah,
Speaking of, we may be experiencing that ourselves tomorrow, potentially.
Ooh, I hope so.
Yeah.
But yeah, one stage per character is way too much, like between work and honestly kind of like a visibility.
Yeah, of course.
But
Yeah.
I mean, if we at least get back to the level of like 1 stage per team, it's fucking awesome. If we get more than that, then oh hell yeah. But like right now, we already have 2 Art of Fighting stages, sort of. Because Yuri was on a new stage.
Oh, that's right, yeah. For me, like I said, though, I miss that so much. Like, for me, like, again, part of that OCD kind of lore kind of thing like that, like, I'm obsessed with them having their own stages, their own theme songs, their own blah, which is always why...
It's a lot of development.
Yeah, which is why in Street Fighter 4... when Hakan and Juri were introduced, and they had actually some of the sickest theme songs that they've made in a Street Fighter game in a long time, I was so happy because all the other characters, they were already bringing back their old themes.
Yeah.
And then they added those 2, and then they actually gave them sick themes, and I was like really happy. Yeah. I still think Juri's theme is one of the cooler themes in in Street Fighter, recent Street Fighter history.
Yeah, and then Street Fighter V happened.
Yeah, Street Fighter 5. I mean, the thing is, Street Fighter 5 has themes for all the characters, but...
I'm just talking about Juri's theme.
Oh, Juri's theme. Gotcha.
Yeah, where'd that go?
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so, like, right now we have 2 Art of Fighting stages because we have the Art of Fighting Pow Pow.
Right.
I mean,
well, isn't Pow Pow?
It's kind of both.
Right, yeah. It's Fatal Fury and Art of Fighting, right?
I think it's kind of both. It's like Pow Pow is mostly known for Fatal Fury, but I think that one was actually an homage to an Art of Fighting stage. Okay. I mean, someone will probably have to correct me somewhere in here, but I thought that was the case. But it was also but that was where Yuri got revealed. Was in the Pow Pow stage.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if we could actually get it to the point where every character has their own stage,
I'm not even gonna hold out hope for that.
I don't necessarily mean in this game, but I'm just saying like in future games and stuff like that. Instead of just having generic backgrounds, of course that makes it hard because then every character you come out with has to have a stage come with them, and for a lot of development, that's just a lot of work.
I mean, I'm still really happy with Najid's stage in 14.
Oh, did she get her own stage?
With her own stage.
Okay, cool. Women's Fighters is back. What about the Art of Fighting team? Right, exactly. It'll be probably Rio, Robert, and somebody else, right?
Who knows? Like we don't fully know yet.
Right.
Like this could just be Rio right now, and just finish out the team and make it the Art of Fighting team, and then Mai is going to be on a different Women Fighters team,
right?
Or something like that.
So King could be on that team, right?
Yeah, because again, I believe 11 it was King and Yuri and Rio, and that was it.
And I saw someone in the chat saying that if King was on the same team as Rio, they'd be mad, and I'm not sure why, but
probably because there's other characters they'd be missing.
Okay. Yeah. I think the way it should work is they should have Rio, Robert, and Daimon. I'm gonna join a different protagonist team. Thank you. Yeah. April O'Neil was in Tournament Fighter. She was in the Genesis one, I think. I don't think she was in the Super Nintendo one.
Wow. But yeah, no. So yeah, Rio, King, Yuri was the 11 team, and then Rio, King, and 2 more because 2000 had 4-player teams.
You can see the Super Freeze cutscene
at the 15-second mark, and it was from her 14 climax, covered by the flame effects. Oh, you just made it hard on yourself.
I'll say.
Because now you have to react. Yeah, that really is it, isn't it? Yeah, just like her diving onto the stage was basically that. And then you see the gold aura.
Yeah.
That's the start of level 3. So it does look like it's pretty much the same one as from 14.
Whee! What did she do in 14?
It's basically like a fancier illusion dance, which is like her main super.
Okay, so this is her landing and ready to dash at you and do something to you.
Pretty much.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, so, I mean, definitely with the gold flash up there, that's definitely her climax.
Right.
Whether they changed anything or updated, we aren't allowed to know right now.
Of course.
But...
Oh, yeah, and then here's the zoom out for what it does,
yeah,
basically.
as she normally would be flying at you, and then that's it.
Yeah, they're like, too bad you don't get to see any more of...
And then, yeah, we pretty much confirmed that auto combos are back from 14.
Right, and that was the first time we saw anything about that, which was, I think it was once they switched to the Joe, beating up on Joe.
Yeah, the fact that that move actually looks a little faster and a lot more reliable is going to be nice, too. So, like, the surprise rose. Because, like, the thing is, it's funny, like, going back to older KOFs, you're like, hey, this combo should work. Nope.
Well, I mean, it was also the exact same 3 moves for the auto. Like, someone saying it's the exact same 3 moves, right? So it's got to be more than just repurposing animation. So.
Yeah. And I mean, it's still better than her leader in 11, which was I throw 8 fireballs now.
Which was that?
So basically her level 3 in King of Fighters 11 was just throw a fucking shit ton of fireballs.
Oh, okay.
That was it. That's all it was.
Yeah, this right here is...
The only advantage of that move is it had catch anywhere. Like, whoopee, after you're blowing your lead around? Not really.
And I wonder if you could combo a super after. Did auto combos go into supers in KOF14?
If you had the bar and you kept mashing, it would do a super. Yeah, it was basically normal, special, super.
Right, which is what all auto combos do, basically.
Hit for damage.
Did they intentionally scale it? Because some games they don't even intentionally scale them.
Yeah, they're really weak.
Okay. I mean, as much as people don't like auto combo, the worst thing about auto combos is that the fact that they get in the way of you wanting to do other things, right? So, like, they should almost make auto. Well, the problem is if you made auto combos like holding light punch, it wouldn't be as fun. Like, people want to be mashing buttons and
The
stuff.
thing is that I'm fine with auto combos if you give all players a reason to use them. Like, if you can let me do, like, A, and then manually put in the special to cancel off that, even if I'm scaling harder, it gives me a different confirm, and that'll be fine to help people learn.
Yeah, but maybe. But I feel like that the reason why they don't want to do that is they don't want to give it any practicality. You know what I mean?
Then don't include it at all. If you don't want to give it any practicality and like that's your goal, then don't have it at all. Yeah, it's cool for animations, but like, why?
Yeah, I don't know, because the thing about it is everyone's going to complain if it has some practicality, right?
No, so here's the thing. Let it still scale out the ass, but use it as a way to help newer players start learning hit confirms as they're going to be mashing anyway.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's like Cobra is saying, it's like it's supposed to be like a mashy mash thing, you know? So...
Yeah. And that's
and letting you turn it off, I think, is a good idea. And in fact, I would like to see a lot more of those kind of odds, because you know how Marvel had like the hold the button to jump,
to turn it off super
jump.
To
turn off super jump. Like, I just want more games to do that, because I really want to fucking turn off being able to quick rise or back roll in Street Fighter V by using the joystick. I fucking hate that so god. Do you know that?
Especially because it's like fucking inconsistent. Like if you're holding back and hitting 3-punch, you don't know which one you're gonna get.
Dude, I hit down back when I land 100% of the time. And so even when I try to quick rise, I back roll. So a lot of the times I end up back rolling every single time I get knocked down, because even when I think I'm gonna quick rise, I back roll. There are times where I just want to let my character fall and throw off their timing, and my character gets up, and then I die because I didn't hit any button. I'm like, okay, I'm hitting the ground, I didn't hit anybody. My character gets up and goes, what happened? And then I die.
Yeah.
Freaking hate that.
Yeah, if you're gonna have some of these mechanics, like giving an option, probably honestly even best case scenario, you put it in your button layout.
No, the button config
because that
menu.
way every player can turn it off, and it has no impact on tournament play.
Right,
you can turn it on or off whenever you want.
And that's the thing one of the things that Marvel made the mistake is they put it in the menu as opposed to the config menu. That's the thing. Just put it in the config menu, and Mortal Kombat does that. Dude, they have everything in there. They have alternate inputs. I actually played MK11 with alternate inputs, with Street Fighter inputs, because I hated not being able to crouch and then walk forward and hit a button, because I kept coming out with special moves.
Yeah.
So I actually did that for MK. You can turn off negative edge. You can turn off or on the ability to...
The ability to turn on and off negative edge is actually kind of awesome.
Yeah, and then also in that game, you could have it. So, like, for example, if someone whiffs a throw and you down 2, you trigger the crushing blow. Right? That's a crushing blow condition. But you only get one crushing blow. That crushing blow only works once per game.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're about to kill him with the down 2, you don't want to waste your crushing blow. So there's an option to turn it on that you have to hold the button to do the crushing blow.
Wow.
So that you can intentionally do it or not. You know what I mean? Yeah. So in other words, you're like, I don't want to spend it on this whiff punish. I want to save my crushing blow for the next round because I have a big advantage right here. Yeah. And so you can just do it and not use the crushing blow. And it's wonderful. Like, those kind of things need to exist in, like, all the games.
But, yeah, again, it's basically just make this an option that you do in your button layouts. You know, so, you know, I hope someone's hearing this right now. Make that where you turn that option on or off. Because, I mean, I don't know if you even remember when these auto combos were revealed in 14 originally. People were mad.
Yeah.
That has not gone away. You just learn to play around. I don't mash standing A.
Right, exactly. And it happened in a lot of the fighting games too, right? I mean, I know there was I know it's like it exists in, What other games did it exist?
Persona 4 Arena had it.
Didn't even Marvel MVCI had it, didn't it?
MVCI had it.
Yeah, MVCI had it too. It did automatic air combo, right?
Yeah, you just go ape shit on the A button in MVCI and you do cool shit.
Yeah.
Whoopee. I mean, that's half of DBFZ, and that's half of BB Tag anyways. You can't even be mad, because that's the whole game.
And DBFZ actually is a mechanic. Like, you want to do it on purpose to get the,
if you want to get the
Shenron, right? Yeah, the Shenron shit, so... Under Night had it as well. Yeah, a lot of the games actually have it. So it's kind of a staple now. And I don't know, it's a weird thing. Like,
yeah, again, we just need the option to disable it.
Right.
And like the entire KOF community will rejoice if this gets disabled.
I mean, honestly, like, God, if every game could just be as smart as Granblue and just made it so that every special move had an instant button, but it had a cooldown meter. Like, I still think that's one of the most genius ways to handle a game, because then people could actually learn to do combos without having to do motions, you know what I mean? They can learn to do medium punch into this, you know. DOA had a button for combo, auto combo? Jesus.
What's the fun in that?
Yeah. Yeah, holding back while doing buttons to avoid the auto combo. That's even another good way to do it. Like, what if auto combos only worked if you held forward on the controller? Right? I mean, that's how most people are going to be mashing. They're going to be holding forward on the controller anyway.
Yeah,
so
I mean, that's optional.
And just the problem with it is there's going to be characters with 6As.
Yeah, so you can't really do that.
Right. So if that's the case, then you take away the 6A option. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and again, there's also just the option of just make it like the 7th button of just your auto combo mashy button.
Yeah,
all the way over here.
Exactly.
We just need to turn it off. We just need an option to turn it off on like button config.
Yeah, actually, you know what you could probably do? Button config, you could probably have it by default set to A being the auto combo mashy button, but you can set it to just A. You know what I mean? Like, you have the A, B, C, D auto combo button, and you can set it to A if you want, because then it can function.
I think
as
that's
A.
actually more confusing.
Yeah,
I think that's way more confusing.
It probably would be, but
like, that's bad UX.
Yeah. Scale damage also inescapable unless the opponent burned meter. Yeah. The DOA combo. Holding back is how Ramlethal does 5P, 5P, 5P instead of the target combo. Okay, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, there you go. Okay, so we've got King here. Let me go ahead and do this.
Actually, that's not the worst idea. What if auto combo only works while you're in the max mode or the low health Aura, and then it actually works instead of being crap? I know. I think that's kind of weird, but
you need to have it available at all times for people who want to mash, right? Yeah. We can't think about trying to turn it into a mechanic. Like, it has to be there for people who can mash, basically. I mean, it's one of the reasons why games like Tekken are popular, because the strings that you have in Tekken come out even on whiff.
Yeah.
Right? So you can do stuff in your character that looks like they're doing something, right? And that's kind of what they want to put in these games, so...
Yeah, they had a little world premiere banner
okay. Right, just let us turn it off. It's the easiest way to do it, to be honest with you. Just turn off auto combo.
Yep, just turn it off in button config. So that anytime you're, when we're allowed to go to tournaments again, we can have that option, because like you were saying,
someone might want it on, you know? I mean,
like you were saying, in Marvel 3, that was an issue with the or Ultimate Marvel 3, because it wasn't even in vanilla. The hold the launcher to auto super jump. And I have literally won and lost tournament matches based on whether I accidentally super jumped when I didn't want to.
Right, because you didn't know it was on at the time, and you're like, wait, what the heck?
And there was a huge fucking debacle in the first few months of whether tournaments were turning it off or not.
Right.
Like, whether that was going to be the tournament standard.
Oh man,
nobody could keep it separate.
I hated that shit.
Yeah,
dude. I hated it, because you need to control the timing of your super jump for many of your combos, delay the super jump. Now, obviously, you can tap it and still do it, but...
that's even worse, because it automatically did the forward jump and chase.
Right.
Which means that if my combos involved neutral super jump, I was fucked.
Right, I mean, you could tap it and then neutral jump, but
why am I putting in execution?
Right,
because
exactly.
You changed that. Yeah, no.
Did that actually override standing A comboing into an A special move?
Depending on input priority and timing, most likely you could just that makes sense. Yeah.
That is gross.
Yep. Higher input priority. Great.
Oh, that's a mistake right there.
Yeah. So again, it really needs to have an option to be disabled.
Yeah, and you know, trying to do that a lot of the times.
Oh, it's okay. Ramon sucks in that game anyway. I fucking love Ramon. He's
like
ass.
One of the things about it is that people tend to hit buttons early anyway, because if I do jab into special move, I can mash special move a lot early on, and you could even like go back and then Kara cancel or something, like, you know, something to that degree. But
yeah, I mean, and there's a lot of players who play multiple fighting games who will like double and triple tap all their jabs and stuff like that to make sure it comes out when they want it. And
I mean, I have trouble with that in Soul Calibur right now because they build the window for some of the strings.
Is huge,
dude. Like, so I'll do double tap AAA, and I'm just trying to do AA.
Yeah.
All I'm trying to do, but I double tap the first one and hit the second one,
and
they're like AAA, and like half the time I'm playing Soul Calibur when I'm streaming, you'll hear me go, I didn't mean to do the third one, I didn't mean to do the third one, I didn't mean to do the third one. You know,
I mean, that's honestly why like a lot of 3D games I actually play them on pad.
Oh, because then you don't have the ability to accidentally double tap.
That's on the list of reasons.
That's actually funny.
Yeah, Soul Calibur I play on pad.
That's funny.
I mean, I suck at it anyway, but whatever.
Oh man.
Yeah. No, it's. I mean, here's the thing. I'm glad they showed it now, though, because now we have time to try to petition to at least have a way to disable it.
Yeah.
Because 14, it was like, hey, this is in the game. Play our beta. Okay, it's coming out in a few months.
Right.
Now,
exactly.
Now we're at a point now where like, God willing, you know, somebody will be listening.
Disable this, please. Let us disable this, please.
You know, and I mean, we got people in the chat who are like, yes, this, please.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that, you know...
You don't get it accidentally.
Well, but the thing is that a lot of... Like, how many people are going to do oh, cool, I confirmed special move. Sometimes you need to do you confirm, and you're gone.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you do A, down to forward, and then double tap your A.
Right,
Whoops.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird, like, jank that it incorporates. Like, even if things are 100% true or not... The fact is that there are things that can happen to make things worse for the player experience. And not everyone wants this system. Not everyone wanted it in 14. Not everyone wants it now. We just need to request a way to disable it.
I would even prefer it if they forced you to hit A, B, C, D to do the combo. Right? Because
there are games that have done that.
Right, because the thing is, if you want to do AA, then you can, because that will never trigger the auto combo.
Yeah, but you have a problem.
What's that?
If Ash is in the game... His climax is performed with ABCD.
Oh, God.
Just saying.
Just inputting that? Really? That's weird.
ABCD.
That's so weird.
His is ABCD, Dualon's is ACBD, and Shen's is CABC.
Okay. Because I was thinking, because if you did it that way, what that would also do is teach people to hit different buttons for an auto combo, and that even gets people to learn a little bit better, you know? I don't know.
I want Ash back. You don't speak for me.
Oh, man. All right. Okay. Anyways, I mean, this affects you doing combos. Speaking of...
I appreciate that segue.
Speaking of, we've definitely talked a lot about, content creators already. You guys know the drill. We highlighted, was it Red Eye Ray that we did last week?
Red Eye Ray was last week.
Yeah, last week.
Meow was before that.
Yeah, I'm actually really happy that you told me the story that Red Eye Ray heard me say that her artwork looked like Amano's artwork, and she said she was like gushing about that.
Like, oh my god! Yeah,
that's amazing, dude. Like, that makes me so happy to know that I made someone's day by saying that, dude. I think that's really, really cool.
And then before that we got some YouTube creators.
Yeah,
Shoryu Game.
So this week, Olaf came up with the idea. Is like, hey James, why don't you try to highlight something that that? And I was like, but I don't really know a lot of the content creators out there. But then he suggested the maybe KOF is one of the most popular games to have combo video makers. Right, there's a lot of combo video makers out there,
and I know you love some combo videos.
Yeah, because I used to make combo videos myself, right? So this week, for one of the people we wanted to highlight, that I wanted to highlight, and I talked to him already about this, is someone who's been making combo videos forever, and I'll show you this in a little second, and it's really, really funny. But yeah, Rod CU's got it right here. Persona at Fighters Cafe on Twitter. It's Fighters Cafe. But Persona has been making combo videos forever. Forever. And I think it'll be an awesome ability to highlight him because, again, I used to talk to him. In fact, a long time ago, we even talked about collaborating in a Darkstalkers combo video that never happened and stuff. When I messaged him, I'm like, hey, hi, James here. A long time no talk. And he's like, hey, nice to see you. Nice to talk to you and stuff like that. And so, yeah, I wanted to highlight Persona, and if you follow Persona on Twitter over here,
which you're not doing right now.
Yeah,
you just showed off.
I don't.
I know you don't follow everybody.
Follow a lot of people.
I just wanted to give you shit for like, hey, you should follow this person. I'm not following.
But like you'll see, this is a retweet of Xiao. Why Xiao is very supportive person of the Chensor Dynasty, by the way, and also does combos as well.
Fucking Microsoft K-Dash.
What?
Scroll up. One of K-Dash's palettes in 13 makes him look like a fucking Microsoft Windows logo.
Jesus Christ. Oh, man.
I'll never get over that palette.
But ever. Yeah, like, for example, here. Combo's okay. I mean, it was decent.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
It was a decent combo. Let me full screen.
I mean, you could also just open the YouTube link in the tweet and make sure you have the volume settings proper.
Oops. That's the previous week's. And now I've lost that video over here. Yeah, so you can actually click here. I mean, I have their YouTube page here open. And, I mean, on their Twitter as well, by the way, their YouTube link is available at the very top here. YouTube.com/user/Persona Entertainment is what it is here. So if I copy link address and I come over here and I just paste it in here just so you guys can see. Oh, God, I hate that so much. Yeah, there it was. For a brief second, you could see it. Yeah, it's user/Persona Entertainment. I mean, I can type it in there manually, but whatever. But, I mean, if you look at this, I mean, this doesn't even reflect how long Persona's been doing combo videos, because I scrolled all the way down, and the earliest video on his page was from 7 years ago. 7 years ago. And but one of the things when I was talking to Persona about this, they were like, oh yeah, by the way, Sonic Hurricane, which is a site that Magestros used to run. Madge, of course, is one of the premier combo video gods out there, right? Has made some of the best combo videos in the history of combo videos, basically. Had a site called ComboVid, as well as Sonic Hurricane. But one of the things that he did here was he had an interview with Persona.
Watch myself feeling old.
He actually had a interview with Persona profiling him. And look at this. February 22nd, 2012 was when this article.
Just this article.
And it says Persona has been making combo videos for over 10 years. So Persona has literally been making videos since the beginning of 2000, right? And I just want to see if he actually...
It's one of those people that was considered old as dirt during 09ers. Like, that's a long damn time.
Yeah.
Like, to be like a recognized combo video creator for spitting distance of 20 years now.
Yeah. And, you know, Persona actually wrote to me a little...
I'm actually, no, starting with King of Fighters 2000, so it might actually be at 20 years then.
Right.
Good lord.
Yeah, if you actually look in here, it actually, Persona told me random bits of info from me from the top of the head was that he was actually originally a Capcom player and started with Street Fighter 2. So he's been playing since the beginning, of course.
Most people at this point, honestly, started on the Street Fighter 2.
And and this is basically what he wrote, and while I continued playing Capcom games such as Marvel, etc. during the 90s, KOF really interested me because of the 3v3 system. When the internet came around, I watched a ton of Capcom combo videos such as Skillsmith, etc. And there wasn't much in terms of combos from SNK games. So I decided that I wanted to make combos for SNK games, even though I actually made combo videos for a ton of other games too. We never get to see impractical stuff in matches, so I always felt it would be great to record impractical stuff onto video so we can always view them whenever we want. And that's the thing. It's hard these days for a combo video maker because when you make impractical stuff, people will be like, no one will land this in an actual match.
Yeah, that's not the point. This shit's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. And, before when we actually made combo videos, it would be like, how many times can I put this one move in the combo for no goddamn reason other than just to do it? Which KYSG still does, by the way. Shout outs to KYSG. They're one of the coolest combo video makers, but they specialize more in Tekken than anything. They're a tool assisted combo video
Even
maker.
So, I can't. I mean, obviously, I suck shit at Tekken. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Right.
But trying to make a Tekken combo video, tool assist or not, sounds really hard.
Yeah. And KYSG still has some of my favorite Third Strike tool assisted combo videos just because the music they picked were so good. Their music was amazing. But anyways, it's not about KYSG. Yeah, this is about Persona. So, my first combo video was a KOF 2000 Athena video. Back in the days, do I still have this on screen? Yes, okay. Back in the days when I still had my own website, Fighters Cafe. I was a bit nervous about the feedback it was going to get, but it got good feedback, so it motivated to make more videos. And how do you make your videos? I make all my videos by hand, but to be honest, if I had the chance to use programmable pads, I would. I don't make combo videos to show off my execution, that's desk, but it's more about the idea around the combo. I'm not backhanded at all, trust me. I was one of those people that like to do it because I like showing off the execution, right? So,
yeah, I'm definitely more in the creativity aspect here. I just want to see what stupid shit is possible. That's why I became a lab monster. I want to know what's possible, not necessarily always what's good.
Right. Someone who can come up with crazy ideas will always win over someone showing off their execution skill. Therefore, when it came to combo videos, execution meant nothing to me, almost nothing to me. If people want to give the wow factor, they should be doing well in matches, not in training mode. So why do you continue to make combo videos? I continue to make combo videos because it's a nice little hobby or distraction while I sit near my PC and TV, since I can just multitask while messing with combos and using my PC. And just goes on. I'll put this link in the thing. I would like to make combos for the Tales of series, since thinking of combos for those types of games is usually different than fighting games. Also, there's just not enough Tales of series combo videos on the internet.
Good lord.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and check out this interview. Really, really cool that this exists here, that we have this, moment in memory here. But also, the reason why I just kind of want to jump over because I want to show some of these videos, and you can see here there's a lot of stuff over here for a lot of fighting games. It's not just SNK stuff, but you can see a lot of it is SNK, but we've even got a P4A combo video, some Street Fighter 5 stuff,
and some of them are just, hey, I'm gonna sit down and do 13's trials because reasons.
Yeah. And I know he had a bunch of the 100% damage for every character combo video here. He has some Dragon Ball combo videos here. But what was it that he had mentioned?
Yeah, I actually really like also some of his videos that are here's pretty much the optimal damage for 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, etc. He's got stuff like that.
And this one right here, I asked him if there was any combo videos that you wanted to, highlight. Oof. And he was like, well, I don't know. I guess seems like people really like the Ashe combo video and my Dulong combo video, so I figured we would show a couple of these.
I mean, I'm always on board to see Dulong stuff, no matter what game it is, but yeah, Ashe is gonna be Ashe.
Yeah, I mean, Ashe has the 7,000 loops with Dizzy's combos and stuff like that.
Because half of this video is gonna be
Right. See,
it's a back turn.
I actually like having I know Madge feels the same way about having like lift buttons in the middle of combos and stuff. I think so. Let me know if this is too loud if you can't hear us, by the way. I'll turn it down a little bit here. This is what Ashe does. This is what Ashe does. Loops for days. And they make you do some of this in their trials. Yeah.
But a lot of it not so much. Like there's a lot of really interesting stuff too. Like carring 2D into probably 4D there. So you get ultimate double potential. Yeah. Apparently it's also a one-frame link every time. That makes sense.
Oh, these cancels are all...
No, the whiffing 2D and the 4D.
Oh, okay. Building up more meter, you see building up, there you go.
Yeah, every time he sobots, he's throwing out like a button beforehand, and it changes the properties of it.
And you need 2 meters to activate Ganagin mode, basically, so... He's able to build up 2 bars every single time, but now we've got a stun, and now we can add the... I mean, can you imagine sitting here trying to record this combo? You know, it's like you just get towards the end and you drop it, and you're just like, I hate everything, which was my experience a lot of the times doing combo videos.
Fun fact, his super has basically always done that, where if you just have them in an air juggle state and they land on it, they bounce the whole way.
Yeah, see, this is the kind of combo video that I have an appreciation for, you know what I mean? Like, it's very clearly designed to have that super fireball be as fast as the opponent as they move. Like, it's very clear they did that on purpose. Oh, that was sick.
How many times can we go coast to coast?
I like how they did one of the standard long Ashe combos at the very beginning to get that out of the way.
I know what you're here for.
Yeah, get out of the way, but now I get to show you some other cool things.
Shout out to Soul Super.
Is that a link?
Yep.
And is that a one frame?
That's the one right there.
I fed you. Why are you being such a attention hog right now? You want attention?
You're so rad.
Still going. It's always funny how it almost always seems to work just right. Oh no, actually this is a stun combo. You might even be able to build up enough new... Okay, no.
He's dead, who cares?
And that's a flash kick move, that kick right there, right?
The down, the one exactly.
That one right there.
No, that's a command normal.
That's just a command normal?
The Sobot? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's back.
Oh, okay. That's the flash kick. That's it.
Yeah, every time you see like scoop.
So that's flash kick into command B into flash kick into command B into flash kick. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I definitely understand that feeling. And watching it as a combo video is nice, but to be on the receiving end of it in tournaments.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the worst thing about it is people definitely got good enough at it to do it in actual tournaments.
Yeah,
so.
but it's also like you just play a more consistent character for half the effort. Like, I mean, I'm here for it. If you want to play like execution barrier stuff, cool, go for it. But this is why Shen was such a popular pick, because he did all this damage and then some for like 5 minutes.
Right. And plus, another thing too is that, remember, you can only do this if they're the last character and they happen to have all their resources.
You have to have all your resources.
So if you haven't actually been spending any of your resources, you can do one of these things, you're probably going to die anyway.
Well, I mean, his orb suit is always just kind of made in one way or another. Like, even when it's good, it's weird, and then there are times where it's just yeah, and that's the thing, like, so Ash in this game has basically kind of got the similar problem that Vanessa does in 14.
Right.
You were going to struggle to get the initial hit just to start the hardest combo in the game that might win you the map.
Now, was Ash canceling that command B into some command dash or something like that? Okay, that was actually sick. That command B is just fast. Like, why is it cancel into nothing so fast?
So when he's in this that custom combo stage, he also doesn't have trouble.
No, but I mean, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking. You guys mind if I reverse this a little bit? So let's see if I can see this.
Yeah, that command normal is fast.
Right. But there was something else that he did that was very weird. Let me see if I can see this. See, like,
yeah, that's what I was talking about.
See how he did it, and then he dashed forward.
No, because you kept saying like C down, and then you said C down.
Yeah, watch. Right, boom, and then just dash forward.
Oh yeah.
That move is just that fast?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it doesn't have any follow through. It's just kick and then Ash is done.
Yeah.
Like yeah, so you get two of them in a row.
It's a good ass juggle normal.
Okay. Dang. It always looks like he's canceling it, like doing some missed cancel kind of thing or something.
It's just a good ass button. I can't even imagine how Persona spent just like trying to find this combo.
Yeah.
Much less getting it recorded and done. How dumb can this get?
A lot of the times you do this, it's just you test one thing, you're like, this is neat. I want to put this in another combo, and you try to do one other thing, you're like, how much meter does this build? And you just kind of do pieces of it and math it all together, basically.
And yeah, Psyche overriding Ash is like, there's a lot of games that kind of have that problem. Like, I always kind of felt that way about certain characters in Marvel, certain characters in even other KOFs.
I mean, let me tell you about the hand pains after doing some of these combos.
Oh man.
Oh look, it's the Mortal Kombat movie.
Used by the world's top designers and developers. What if you could learn to build, launch entire sites using this?
Is that just another like ad
Yeah,
somewhere
it's this video here, and the ad is still going here.
gosh.
So yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Alright, YouTube. Alright, here we go. Duolong combo video.
One of the characters I'm really hoping makes it back into 15.
Right. Duolong was in 12 and 13. For the uninitiated, Street Fighter, imagine like you've got like all sorts of records and stuff, you've got crazy combos, you've got like Dawson Wings, Sony, it's crazy that he's got this move that he can combo into this yoga flame kind of move.
It's just this dirt slope.
Right. The best thing about it is you can combo into it and out of it.
He's got EX command.
EX command normals? This is a thing?
He's weird. He's got a lot of shit going on. I've always thought this background was freaking hilarious.
It was always funny because they made the background characters all like kind of grotesque. Do they get faster as you lose more life or something?
I don't remember exactly what the condition is, but they definitely get like. And then it gets really funny when like the round is over and then they just go deep shit.
Like this actually starts.
So it's mid combo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like the way they're animated makes me think of Attack on Titan in some weird way, you know? Do you know what the rules are for KOF? Like, do you know what the exact general rules are?
They vary.
They just vary.
Yeah, like I can tell you what like Angel's rules for her combos in KOF 14 are. I can tell you what some of the rules are for certain characters in 11, which means they have no fucking rules. But yeah, but that's not actually true. That like it's not just the juggle window, because in 14, like Angel can do any of her moves once. For her like Unchained combos, except one of them just will work anyway. Like one of them doesn't have any limit, but it's slow enough you're not supposed to be able to do it more than once. But like all the other ones, like you can do any of them once. So she just has this whole unique rule set for her. But then like KOF 11, some moves have like infinite juggle, it's just fuck you, that's why. Some moves have just, you know, normal juggle rules. It's not terribly consistent. It varies from character to character, move to move, game to move.
Okay, so it's a very character unique kind of thing, which is, I mean, it's interesting because like whenever how do we get the restand on that? I think I just missed that. Was it just dizzy? Oh, okay, it was just stun. Okay, I just missed the stun. But like. No, because I was about to say, because like a lot of times, like for Capcom games, I love figuring out the rules, and their rules were very system-based, you know.
And then like, yeah, anywhere juggles, the thing is, like, now out of nowhere, like, all anywhere juggles in current games seem to just end with combo, so you don't have much freedom.
Right.
But then, I don't even think that the anywhere juggle rule applies in 11, but 11 just doesn't
It's just one of those games.
But yeah, that game is bullshit, but it's just a delicious flavor of bullshit.
Yeah, 13 was just such a neat looking game. Like I said, like they came up with as many creative ways possible to make the supers look neat. You know what I mean? Like either blacking out the screen or when Robert gets the thing at the end, he does the little slow motion zoom flip and stuff like that. They came up with everything they could to make it work in 2D to be as cinematic as possible.
Yeah, and it works really well.
Yeah, they really did a good job with it, honestly. And it's why a lot of people love this game so much and hold it to such a high standard.
It's stylish as hell.
I mean, it's just like a constant chain combo, right? I mean, like, is max mode? I didn't think max mode let you.
This is drive. This is drive in 13.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
13's
right. That's
drive
right.
Says do whatever.
Right. Normals go into all normals.
Specials cancel into all specials. And this cancels into that.
Okay.
And then next thing you know, you got like a combo turducken.
I can't believe you called it a combo turducken. You have to add that to the attractive, stylish spaghetti. Too spicy. Oh, man. Yeah, but a lot of combo videos here, and you know, like I said, one of the things that makes this particularly cool is just the history that Persona has you know, making combo videos here. And they've been using that Persona name for a long time, so they must have been a fan of Persona way back in Persona 1 or something like that.
Or it might not be related to the Persona franchise.
That's true.
It may or may not.
True. But yeah, you can check it out. You can see up here at the top of the screen. Well, barely you can see at the top of the screen. But it's Persona Entertainment up there. So Persona Entertainment with no spaces. YouTube.com/user/Persona Entertainment. And they've got all these combo videos here. And look, they even have a bunch of Grand Blue Fantasy combo videos here.
Also, for your own viewing pleasure, I recommend doing the KOF14 Season 2 DLC final, where it's the Hyder and Oswald, Mary Najee.
This one here, you mean? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Whenever you guys get a chance, like that one you should watch.
Oh,
just
okay.
see,
Oh, it's
like,
15 minutes. Yeah.
Just how absolutely bonkers some of the stuff those characters can do becomes.
Definitely you want to check this one out. And again, that one is... whoops.
It moved because you changed the
right,
layout.
Obviously.
It's one of the more recent lanes, so there
it is right here. Yeah, and you can see right here, like I said, it's 15 minutes long.
Hyder just does way too much fucking damage.
Just for a bit, just to whet your appetite, essentially. Yeah, I just said whet.
Charges, markups,
Cool.
other fees, and of course the driver's tip. You're paying what you would for a
And yeah, I don't remember if we talked about it on this stream, but Cleek is definitely a correct pronunciation.
Oh no, you got me on it already.
Okay. It's even listed first as Cleek, not Click. So I'm just saying I wasn't wrong.
Yeah, no, we discussed it. I owned it. It's fine. Yeah, I really enjoy this video because it lets these characters shine in some of their like cool bullshit.
Right. Yeah, and you know, standard combo video stuff start with some of the simpler stuff before you go crazy. And then plus another thing is that the crazy things in this game aren't going to be as crazy as they are in 13. Right?
Yeah, because you know the drive mode is just way more bonkers than like just the max mode in this game. The max mode in this game is more just hand-holdingly easy by comparison. You careful with that hand, boy. Yeah, like you should actually, like, if you're getting a chance, check out some like Hyder and match footage. It's so funny because it often sometimes just comes down to, oops, stray finger gun, game.
Really?
Yeah.
What makes finger gun so good?
It's a wall bounce with fucking guard pull.
Oh god, is it a special move?
That move.
Yeah, is it a special move?
Yeah. Yep, and you just like finger gun. That's the wall bounce. Whoops, good game. Okay. Oh yeah, and it's a dumb as shit hitbox too. On top of all that.
Whip is one of the DLCs too, right?
Yeah,
So.
she was season 1.
Just getting the CD wall bounce over and over and over again. And see, this is what I mean. Like, this is what combo video makers used to do. You know, just try to do something repeated over and over again that has no right to work.
Yeah, because they decided that getting the CD wall bound or the wall splat, there's a few frames where if you catch them on the wall splat, you can turn it into a restate.
Right.
This thing pretty much just lets you do it.
Okay, that was so cool. That was cool.
I love chasing slow fireballs mid-combo.
Yeah, me and Madge, one of our favorite things was always using special moves for movement.
Oh yeah.
You know, like there was one combo in Third Strike where they used, I forgot, it might have been Yang, like, it was one of his moves, or like Yun just doing an empty lunge punch just to get the combo, you know, just to travel forward to get the combo to work.
When I play like Marvel vs. Capcom 1, I use Zangief's anti-air grab as a movement.
Right.
I don't ever want to throw you with it.
Right.
I want to use it as a way to approach you from a jump point that's faster than any other movement tool I have.
Someone actually used it as a way to push the opponent out of the corner, because Zangief would come down, but the assist would actually overlap the guy and actually push him out of the corner or something like that. I've seen combo videos like that before.
But yeah, no, you can just use it for stuff like that.
Right.
And there it is again. Why do you get to do that?
And then he walks him out of it so he can keep doing it.
Yeah, well, he's also one of the characters who can actually do normal quick max CD and it'll combo. Because that's reasonable. Finger guns.
That's not a nice thing to do to your daughter, dude. I mean, seriously.
Eh, she's adopted, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, his CD in this game is kind of fast.
His CD is kind of fast, huh? Okay. Alright, well, there you go. So, like I said, if you guys can, check out Persona's page over here. Again, they've been making combo videos forever. So not only are you checking out cool SNK content, but you're also getting a little bit of the history here. You know, it's nice to highlight someone who's been in the scene for so long, for doing these kind of things. Like that interview said, doing combo videos for over 10 years. This was in 2012. So, you know, doing combo videos now for probably 20 years at this point in time. So, and I think that's cool. And they're still doing it on their Twitter. You go to their Twitter and yeah, they put out that Terry combo video here and there's a YouTube link for it. So, and he did it, you know, to celebrate the KOFXV Terry character trailer. Here's the full video of his Terry and everything like that. So, you know, he's been doing stuff for a long time now. 11 out of 12 combos done.
Yeah, that seems like a reasonable choice.
Oh, man.
I'm changing the synchronized Twitter icon right now.
Oh,
to
gotcha.
King.
Yeah.
Yeah,
John, I was thinking of the same thing. I was going to make a CD is playing too fast joke as well.
Oh, no, I smelled it coming.
Yeah.
That's why I did not add anything to the
Yeah,
conversation.
I said it, and then I was just like, no, you know what? It's not going to work, so it's not going to work, so...
Oh, man, you know what? I need to get this picture, but her handing out an L.
Is that to all the people who were expecting Ash?
No, just in general.
Oh, okay.
Just in general.
But you should tweet that out anyway to all the people who were expecting Ash. Here's an L.
Actually, I'm not sure I like that angle.
Cool. There you go. But again, Fighters Cafe is the Twitter account, and then YouTube is user/Persona Entertainment.
Yeah.
As you saw, Persona used to have a site called Fighters Cafe, so there you go.
One of them, like, ancient one sites.
Mm-hmm. I remember that site from a long time ago. It was one of the premier KOF information sites. You went there for SNK information, so...
Yeah. And then back then also you had, like, Cyber Fanatics.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, and then Orochinagi was the forums.
Fighters.net, yeah.
God.
Yeah, a lot of old combo sites. I mean, fighting game sites out there. There was the Shinakuma.net, which a bunch of the NorCal guys created to be a rival to Shoryuken.com because they thought Shoryuken.com was too nice and friendly to John Choi, and they wanted to make their own site where they could talk shit about John Choi.
I'll make my own website with blackjack and hookers.
I mean, look, it was Graham Wolf, Alex Wolf, Jason. It was those guys, Jason Cole. It was those guys. So that's all I need to say, right? So, oh man. There you go. Oh man. But yeah, I don't know. Anything else you wanted to add?
Let's just watch it one more time, and I think we can actually call this one. I think
sure,
we're good.
No problem. No problem.
Got a solid 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, dude. Matt McMuscles is just not wanting Ash at any point.
What, really?
It's hilarious.
Oh my god, that angry, huh?
Also, just shout out. She's still always my Mary.
Oh, was she the original Mary?
She's always been king. She was not the ruler in 1 or 2 games. She was the announcer for the 7 and 11.
Oh, the King of Fighters! You know.
Yeah, she's been working with SNK for forever. That's why I'm still butthurt that they replaced her.
Yeah, why would they do that if she's still here, you know? But what's interesting about it is, I mean, it might be something that you still don't want to show, but obviously we've seen from the 14 and the 13 combo videos from from Persona here. That game had some crazy ass combos, and oops. And this game does seems like they're trying to keep the combos a little bit more grounded, or unless we just haven't seen.
So I think the combos are actually largely like crazier than they were in 14, but they're not as easy to just dial in and win.
Right.
That's what it looks like that they're trying to do. Like they're more meter intensive, and it doesn't look like we have a quick max, which so that's gonna change. Yeah, unless they reveal something new. But so far, it's like the combos I think are like more intense than 14's, but they're more resource intensive, and there's no quick max.
Right, and you know clearly they could also just be hiding.
Yeah.
Right now, you know.
Yeah, God only knows. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with John right there that if the mechanics stay kind of as is, I'm on board. Yeah.
That's right, Saint Cola. Apparently, Saint Cola said, "If that's Yashiro, I'll eat my ass." And and
now he's back at it again.
Wait, did he say the same thing about King?
Apparently, he's gonna
cut his balls off if King is here.
So just another bet he's gonna welch out on.
So whatever he says, it's not going to be. It's
probably
is what it's going to be.
I need to ask him to like do something terrible for Guy Tendo so that I can get Guy Tendo.
Oh man, Guy Tendo.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, I have a pretty reasonable amount of faith that I'm getting Mary back, so I have to just sit here and ask for Guy Tendo.
Right.
Because if I ever get a game with Guy and Mary in it both at the same time ever again, like, I'm just gonna lose my goddamn mind.
Oh, here we go.
Are you just gonna bring up Bariki 1 footage?
I was just gonna bring up a Bariki 1, see if there was a Guy Tendo combo video or anything like that. Probably
Bariki
not.
1 is not really a combo video.
Right, yeah. I just want to see if there's any, like... But see, this is him in King of Fighters 11. I just want to see what the Bariki one.
Yeah, one of his 3 appearances ever.
Was this game more like a 3D kind of game? I mean, like 3D movement kind of game?
Nope. It's an MMA 3D fighting game, but you can only move forward or back. Like, you don't really have much in the way of, like, sidestep. It's more like Street Fighter EX in that way. No, this game is fucking awesome, though.
This game is not what I expected it to look like. Huh. Interesting. Is that guy's name just Judo, or?
No, that's his fighting style.
Oh, okay.
Boy.
Interesting. So you just only had the control over left and right. Interesting.
Yeah, because this is actually like based on some of the MMA events that were going on before we even like really had the octagon and all that shit. Also, official sponsor, Boss Coffee.
Oh, nice. No wonder you like this game so much.
Hell yeah, Boss is like one of the best coffee brands in the world. I don't care what anyone says. Like in terms of like mass-produced coffee,
right.
Boss and Georgia are both fucking delicious, and don't add that because you know I'm right.
Yeah, the Blue Aura, we're still not 100% sure exactly what that is in the games just yet. So, but it definitely has allowed for more of like the level 3 cancels and stuff.
Yeah, no, this is like still on my like holy grail wish list of something I'm trying to obtain and just budget for. I'm hoping to own it by the end of the year.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I absolutely love this game. This game is just so freaking cool.
Mike has told me about that your attacks are on a joystick.
Yeah,
so
you only have is left arrow, right arrow, and those are on your left hand.
Right.
And then your arcade stick is on your right hand, and each of the 8 cardinal directions is how you do your attacks.
That's so crazy, dude. It makes me think a lot more of like a Yi-Er Kung Fu kind of design, because Yi-Er Kung Fu it's interesting. If you hit punch in neutral, I don't think it does anything, but if you hold punch, you can move the joystick, and that's how you choose the attacks you do. Yeah. Which is why I wanted to make a Yi-Er Kung Fu fighting game, because I would actually adhere to a lot of those old school styles and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to put it. This game was revolutionary, just nobody knew about it. This game is so cool.
Oh, man.
And it's amazing, too, like, because most of my knowledge of the characters in this game is the characters who are playable in KOF 11. So when I finally got to actually play this game, I picked Silver, and it was really interesting to see how well he converted, because I was like, well, I know he has this move in 11, so let's try it on the... Oh god, it still worked! Even though there's drastically different, like, play, like, the control layout. Like, the move still worked! I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Nice.
Like, he's actually still a charge character somehow, because, like, back on the stick became, like, a defensive stance and shit like that. I'm like, this is so cool.
I mean, that's neat. You always like it when guest characters come in and they ported really well. We were talking about how much you appreciated how they did Geese in Tekken, right?
Yeah.
So, oh, man.
No, like, you need to try Gaitendo in KOF11, because it's just a lot of, like, well... So that's how he worked in Bariki 1. So guess what? Now all of his like Rekkas and Chains and Deadly Raves are all just single inputs on the stick.
Right.
Figure it out. Oh, okay.
Oh, man. A Year Kung Fu fighting game is coming out? Is that actually true? I'd be curious about that. I would be interested to see what they would do, so...
Oh yeah, Silver is way up there as like the slowest motherfucker ever. I think the only character who might be worse in terms of run speed is T-Zoc in 03, because T-Zoc's run speed was actually slower than his walk speed.
Yeah, I mean, if someone is making a new ER Kung Fu, that's just going to make me sad, because I'm going to be really mad at how they made it, probably, so...
You know, by the way, Hyper 64 doesn't even have solid emulation, so that doesn't work either.
Well, we'll see if someone can mist it, right? If they can reproduce that, so...
But now I'm really working on trying to get a Hyper 64, but like right now online I've only been able to find one copy of Bariki, and it's $1,000 and in rough shape.
Oh Jesus Christ! Holy crap! Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yes, yeah, no, T-Zoc's run was slower than his walk in 03. It was like a bug.
That's like a Toad in Super Mario 2. That when you picked up a heavy item, he ran faster. Yeah, he ran faster. So, oh man, that's funny.
Dude, honestly, if I saw a Bariki 1 for 860 fully functional in good shape, I would scoop it up right now.
Dang.
No questions asked. Yeah, they out their damn mind asking for $1,000 in that rough shape. Like, you need to like see like one of the pin layouts. It's in really bad shape.
I found a Bariki 1 board for the low price of $860, and I thought about it long and hard.
Yeah.
The things that collectors do, man. Most powerful
The thing is, like, I really want to have a Bariki 1 machine in America.
Right.
Like, the only reason I've gotten to play it is because Mikado has been running it.
Right.
And when I went to Evo Japan last year,
right, you got a chance to check it out.
Made a special trip to fucking Mikado just in time for, oh, hey, they're playing Bariki. And I had a moment.
That's funny.
And so that's
you and John have the same feeling here. Holy Grail is the Bariki 1 is the Holy Grail.
So fun.
Interesting. Okay.
And it's become my little like cult project thing.
Right.
Like I've just slowly gotten more and more obsessed with it ever since I've played it. And the fact that I fucking love Gaitendo in 11 does not hurt its case. So
do I even have a white whale at this point in time that I'm looking for? For me, it would be certain arcade machines that would be my white whale.
Well, I mean that's why we're talking about this one. Yeah.
Right, yeah. I mean, for me, it would be like sit-down discs of Tron, which like you just cannot find anymore.
Yeah. Like you literally have to like buy that from Six Flags.
Right.
Of thing.
Yeah. Like that would definitely be one of them.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, Disc of Tron has never been properly emulated because it has a paddle,
knob.
as a knob, and like when you play it, like I was so mad they came out with it on Xbox 360, and I was like, I would just make it so that wherever you move the second analog stick, that's where you aim, right? Because that would be the closest.
Way too much work.
Right. Instead, they just made it so that you hit left and right, and it just spun in that direction, and it was the worst thing ever, and it made me super mad. And what are you, dude? I fed you cats, dude. I'm gonna starve these cats because
I think they're on like Pavlovian training where if I'm here and we're streaming, that means dinner is after that.
I guess so. Sorry, cats. You guys are gonna get jacked over here. So.
But yeah, no, I definitely agree that like it's like probably it's at least the most worth owning rare SNK game, like by far. And the fact is that it gets worse because the Hyper 64 isn't even the most sturdy board in the world. So the fact is, like, we've probably lost half of the fight boards for Hyper 64 just due to age because they're not sturdy.
Oh no, okay.
Yeah, like they're apparently notorious for being.
Oh yeah, no, there's a lot of those games. There's a lot of those games that have those spin dials. There was a lot of old games. There was even I think it was Forgotten Worlds by Capcom or something, where the joystick rotated. Yeah. Like you would actually aim with the joystick. I've never played the arcade version of Forgotten. I don't remember if it was Forgotten Worlds or a different game. It was one of those games where you had someone flying and you could shoot in 8 directions, but you used the joystick itself. So they had a custom joystick for it that could rotate and stuff. It was really crazy. So, yeah. Anyways, I think we can go ahead and call it a night then.
Yeah. We gushed about Bariki 1 for a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. So I'll put this here for you, everybody, with the That's All Folks Kyo here for you guys. But thanks for hanging out and watching us react to King here. New trailer.
Actually, yeah, that's actually something we could have talked about.
What's that?
The Samsho 64 prototype found under a tree.
I didn't hear about this.
You didn't hear about it?
No.
Okay, get that off the screen. We need to talk about this. So, you know, SNK used to have their American division, and used to actually make stuff out here. So, apparently, some of their old hardware and stuff has just been kind of laying around California in random spots from people that were, like, working there and just, like, left shit in their yard or whatever. So, like, last week, they found the original prototype board for Samurai Showdown 64 under a fucking tree in California.
Like, what do you mean by under a tree?
As in, it was, like, buried in someone's yard, and it was, like, stuck under the root of a fucking tree. Like, it was literally, like,
they just put it out there, and eventually it just grew over it, or something?
Or they had it, like, in a shed, and then, like, it grew over or something. Like, I don't know exactly how the fuck you find it, but it was under a fucking tree. And the guy was just, like, in his backyard, hum-da-dum-da. And it was one of the prototype builds of Samurai Showdown 64.
What the hell?
Yep, there are videos. There's good, like, documentation of it. This is, like, kind of a big deal.
This just happened
in the past few weeks. Yeah.
Alrighty then.
So yeah, and it's like cool because you actually can, like, see on the board. It still says, like, I think it was Torrance, California was the address for where SNK was at the time.
24-year-old, never been seen Hyper Neo Geo 64 game prototype found under a collapsed tree in a California field. Dear God, and it's in good condition. Like, I would have expected this thing would be rotted to death.
Or rusted.
Or something.
That's actually pretty good shape.
The hell? Well, I'll definitely check this out when I get a chance. Okay. I mean, if you could grow more Samurai Showdown 64s by planting it, there would be a lot of Atari 2600 ET trees out there.
An E tree.
What's that?
An E tree.
An E tree. There you go. And it booted up first try. Dang, nice. That's so. Okay.
So yeah. That's a thing that happened. I mean, well, fortunately, also, it's at least Samsho 64, so it's not like 64-2, which would have then been, like, mind-shattering.
Right. Okay.
But at least it wasn't Bariki,
crazy,
and then it just,
dude. That's so funny.
Okay. Anyways.
Alrighty, then. Thanks, guys, for tuning in, hanging out, watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the show over here. But remember, please still social distance. I know people who have gotten vaccines and passed it on to people that they know, and then there's people who are like, I can hang out with some friends and then caught the virus anyway, you know. It's not a good situation. So please continue to wear your masks, stay social distancing, and as always, Black Lives Matter, Trans Lives Matter, and stop Asian hate. Definitely let's be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes. Take care. Folks, party on, folks.
Excellent to each other.
I guess no sexy sex one this time.
Oh, that's right.
That's okay.
Party on, dudes!